hands on me. Oh, I know the Lord. I know the Lord. I know the Lord. His hands on me. But there's one who holds.
So don't just go to stay in a church or to paint a church or to fix up 2 different beautiful churches that are there. Go to learn about the people and listen to them. They have stories to tell. And tell them your story. Tell them why you're here and who God is to you, because this world will be a better place when we start connecting, when we are intimately linked in God's harvest work.
And you see the flag behind me. It's a flag of a sovereign nation. When you go up to Red Lake, there are no state laws that apply there. It's once you cross the border, you're ours, you know?
Things that we deal with, and I went to, attended the University of Maryland, where I got my undergrad degree. And when they played the Florida Seminoles, that was a really, all kinds of stereotypes emerged. For one, there used to be a guy they had on a warrior on horseback.
They still do.
They still do.
Yep.
Well, that's not even a Seminole. Self-portrait. Kind of look like me?
It does. You look
It has been years since I've attempted to create a self-portrait. While contemplating the image I wanted to create in the message I hoped to convey, I had to keep stepping away from the thought that this is kind of narcissistic. To create an image of myself wrapped in a red blanket and wearing a war bonnet made this thought jump to the forefront of my mind constantly. I titled this piece, Chief, What They Want Me to Be. This is an image used famously by Hollywood as well as others of that ilk throughout the last 100+ years, thereby making it an image that most folks will now conjure up in their mind's eye when thinking of what an American Indian looks like. I have had non-native individuals say the oddest things to me. One man said to me, "I really like your profile," and my quick reply was, "Like the nickel?" The underlying message I want to convey in this piece is that I am just like every indigenous person I've ever known and met. I'm a complex being.
A worry for some people is like respect and how to respect the people that we'll be encountering, but also how to gain respect. I know that's a worry for me, is I don't want to go in and offend anyone.
It was kind of irritating that we had traveled all the way over to that room for them to help them, and we were like, "We've got whatever you need," and they said, "We just want clean."
It was really frustrating when they were trying to push their culture on us. Like, it felt like we were being cornered and we were having to fight our way out. We were really pressured into what they were trying to get us to do, but we didn't really want it. We just wanted their help. Like, it was just really frustrating.
Like, I think it's just like realization that we need to go in more of accepting what they're willing to tell us, or what they're willing, okay, this is what we need, and just have that be it. Because if we try to force more of ourselves on them, then that's just going to build up a wall on their side, and then they're not going to want anything after, like anything at all, like even what they might have needed before.
We were singing, they just kind of sat down, and I got stuck in between all of their country people, and I wasn't next to my chief, the translator or my chief, and so it was really hard to be like, all right, I feel like I'm going to get shot any minute. It was scary because they didn't spread themselves in us. We were still separated even though we welcomed them into our ceremony. So we tried to get some trust going, but it didn't happen.
Hi, I'm Julia Newman. I'm from the Diocese of Southeast Florida. And throughout PYE, we've addressed some stereotypes, not only on the Indian reservations throughout America, but also in our own high schools and in the hallways of our high schools and in our homes and the people that we really interact with. And being able to speak about that in a new surrounding and with new people that I haven't really met and haven't really gotten to know, and new friends is just an amazing experience because I've never felt so comfortable to share the things that I've gone through and the inner turmoil that I'm feeling on a day-to-day basis.
My name is Tanya Yunchik, and I am from the Episcopal Church of Minnesota. I grew up in Belarus, and I moved over here when I was young, and it was you know, big culture change, I guess, where I live now in Minneapolis. But coming to this Indian reservation does remind me a lot about how we used to live over there. It was a lot poorer. You know, none of us had cars. We always had to take the bus. Our homes weren't in the best condition. We had different families living in one home. So I really can relate to some of this, and I'm really happy to be helping out people.
I'm Garrison Gordon from the Diocese of North Carolina. I feel like the Ojibwe people have taught me more about how to love and accept every one of God's children, and how we all have our differences and our uniquenesses that make us special, but in the end, all of us can love one another and experience one another's presence as children of God.
On me. Oh, I know the Lord, I know the Lord, I know the Lord is now on me. But there's one who holds my hand. I know the Lord his hands on me. The rugged road and the barren land. I know the Lord his hands on me. Sing it now. I know the Lord. I know the Lord. I know the Lord his hands on me. I know the Lord. I know the Lord. I know the Lord is on me. Oh, I know the Lord.